All right, welcome back, guys. So take a quick break. Now, back to the chats. So, like I said earlier on, we're meant to go up, have some sort of reaction, either come down or continue up. Okay. Now we have a very interesting. We're just gonna mark out our blocks, okay, where we expect price to react. Now I'm gonna iterate this again. When price gets to these places, you don't just assume what price is gonna do. You wait for price to tell you what it's gonna do, and then you jump on the train. All right. So we've marked our areas. We expect price to keep going up. Okay. To create a lower high before coming down if we're gonna stay bearish still, right? But before price does that, price is accumulating at this area right here, right? Let's say it's consolidating because so far we don't even know it's accumulating yet, right? So price is consolidating here. What I'm thinking is that we have an impulse here. We have an impulse here that broke this high, this supply, that supply, right? So this is a very valid zone for me. So I'm expecting price to dance in around this area, like I described in my previous video, dance in around this area, and then get into this zone, and then rally up towards our optimum area. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. So for me, price is bearish down here, and then rally is going to rally up. But then again, we cannot predict the market. We need to wait for market to give us signs, right? We're just creating a bias here. So we go down to the 4 minute, 4 hours chart. All right. Now, if you study price, you would know that this is a price. Price is going to do something like this. Price will have to come and take up this liquidity that's been built up here. Okay. But is price ready to go up, or is it coming down? We don't know that yet. Okay. So we still wait for price to tell us what it wants to do. Let's map our zone. All right. So this is my bias for the week. Okay. Price would probably dance into this area and then go up. All right. Or give us a reaction here. Go up. React somewhere here. Come down. And then go up to take up all the liquidity up here. Okay. So there are a couple of things I cannot go deep into because I need to put a couple of tutorials out there so you guys can understand, right? So this area here, right here, the supply area right here, has broken these lows, okay? But it hasn't been able to take the low that sponsored this high, this whole swing. Okay, so any reaction that is happening here, I expect to pull back in here, not all the way up here, right, and then go back down. This is something that gives me confidence that price is actually coming down, give us a reaction here or breakthrough here. Okay, so we go down to the lower time frames, and then as you can see, we have a very beautiful reaction here. Price has broken this low. Price has broken this low where so price has broken this low. Okay, now we're expecting price to break this and then go back down. All right, but then again, this this low is what sponsored this high. This is a lower low, lower high. This is an interior structure. Okay, so now until price breaks here, I don't expect price to come all the way up. Okay, for me, this supply area is what broke this very low. Okay, even though we have the Asian high here that hasn't been taken yet, I'm not going to look to go all the way up. We'll have to go back on our DXY to actually see what confluence we have, right? But for me, if price is gonna go anywhere up, this broke with the body, so we're looking for price to react anywhere to come back. We're looking for price to come back somewhere here, give us a reaction, and then come and take this low, right? And then go back up here to take this liquidity. Where I see some like three top equal high liquidity forming here. Okay. So this is my bias for this week. Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, depending on how price moves. I see there's a lot of news here, so probably this is all gonna happen on Monday, right? So let's go on DXY. Okay, my. All right, so we go on lower time frames to see if we can find something. Okay, so I think we're perfectly set up for. We're perfectly set up for. I'm just trying to see where price might react. Okay. So we're just gonna leave our order block this way, right? Our supply zone this way. It might probably come up or come all the way up here. All right. This has already been filled. This zone has already been filled. All right. Now, I'm not considering this area here. I'm not considering this area here because I feel that it didn't take this low, so it's not very much of a valid zone for me. It didn't take this. Didn't take this. This took all these. So if in any case, we're gonna look at this, right? Regardless, we're still gonna wait for price to give us a sign to tell us what it wants to do when it gets there, right? So this is the area for me where price is going to react, and it gives us a great confluence with the relative highs or resist trend line up here, which is great for me. So price might react here, give us a small reaction. I don't know how far it's going to go down. We're probably going to see some like yeah, go all the way down. So I'm going to set my price here, my alerts here, and wait for price to get into this area, right? Normally, because I know we're bearish, I'm not going to look for buys, okay? I'm so not going to look for buys. This area is very interesting, but I see it as a trap because there's a lot of imbalance up here, right? So I'm just going to label it as a trap and just keep an eye on it. I'll just keep an eye on it. There's so much imbalance here that needs to be filled. Go up into the zone, give us a reaction on a trend line, and then come all the way down, right? That is what I'm looking at. But one other thing, or anyone that trades Asian high and Asian low liquidity, it knows that. Okay, we're gonna go into that later on. So not to confuse other people. This is what I'm looking at here. Price will come down, come up, take this, right? Give us a reaction before going up. So, like I was saying before, because I know that we are bearish on a higher time frame, 4 hour, sorry, 1 hour, whatever. I'm waiting for price to get back into a good premium zone for me to actually look for sales, right? With my so before I would look for buys, just to hedge or look for buys down here to go up and then look for sells. But most of the time, price does what it wants. You cannot predict price all the time. So I only stick to sure trades, right? I would rather stick to go for a 1 to 20, 1 to 16, 1 to 5 that is guaranteed and sure form so I can actually put in more. We will talk about risk management some other time. So you don't always you don't always need to look to take all the trades that come your way, right? So sometimes to help me figure out where price is actually gonna bounce off at, I use this indicator. Okay, I don't see anything here, so off you go for now. Now, let's look on the left. See where we could have something. There's a brick here, so probably this. right? We could have this as a little demand area. Now this didn't take this high, so I'm not going to take it. So a lot of liquidity out here. Price will probably break into this zone, give us a reaction to the top, give us like a fake reaction here, right? To take people out, and then rally up to the top before giving us that bearish move we're looking for. So this is me for Monday, Tuesday. Let's see how it plays out. We're gonna wait for price to get to our zones. Okay. When price gets here, I'm just gonna look. I'm not even gonna look for trades, right? Not at all. Maybe see how it plays out, and then we'll see what we'll do. But I'll make a different video about confirmation entries and all that to help you guys. But I normally just analyze my charts, mark my zones, and then the most difficult part is the waiting, the patience, right? Now, when price gets here, you find some kind of confirmation, and then you can enter into your longs. But from experience, bad experience, I would say, I prefer to stick to my main bias, which is being bearish. So I'll look to take my trades up here all the way down than to take them here. Because if I should enter a trade in here, maybe get my confirmation somewhere here, and then want to hold up this area, which I call a trap zone, may actually be the zone that feels price to go down, sponsors price downwards, and then it will take me out, right? So I'd rather wait for price to get here, find my confirmation somewhere here with maximum maybe 5 pips or 10 pips stop loss, and then go all the way down. But let's see what happens. Let's see what confirmation, what price that's when it comes here. We can try to get in for. The price will definitely have to come take this high, right? So if we get a nice confirmation somewhere here, in here, and we have a minimum of 1 to 5, 1 to 7, we'll just take it up to the zone, right? So this is my bias for Monday. I'm just gonna wait to get some confirmation. Price will probably come in here, react, give me my confirmation out here. Take that's a lot. Okay, 1 to 26, right? And then I'm gonna look for my main trade for the week, which is here. Price will dance in here, probably come out to give my confirmation somewhere out here. Being realistic, let's say 3, thereabout, right? Usually, and then go all the way down to this area, unless of course there's some imbalance. Sorry, yeah, a breaker that will take me out or stop price. So this is what I'm looking at for this week. Now, everything is going to be based off DXY. I use DXY to manage my trade sometimes and my bias as well. So we're going to go on DXY during the day to see how the dollar performs at these areas. Okay. All right. So I'm going to send this into the group.